Hey everyone, hope everyone's having a good Saturday so far. I'm just going to talk about the weather across the country for a few minutes. And as you can see from water vapor imagery, the main story is flash flooding and heavy rain across parts of South Texas into Louisiana. And that's, you can see that by the southwesterly flow, bringing in some rich subtropical moisture. Also a closed low over parts of Baja California. You can see that by that counterclockwise motion on water vapor imagery. And then lastly, there's northwesterly flow across parts of the Pacific Northwest and into northeastern Colorado, and that's bringing us some drier air, drier weather, for that matter. Yeah, this is the upper air pattern, pretty much what I just said. You can see that closed low over Baja, and some ridging over the eastern half of the country, and then those heavy rain, that heavy rain over parts of South Texas, and that northwesterly flow aloft into parts of the Pacific Northwest. This is just kind of going to talk a little bit about what's going on across parts of South Texas, why they're seeing all that heavy rain. And there's a stationary front here, kind of draped off the Gulf Coast, and temperatures to the south of it are muggy. Currently 77 degrees over the Gulf, dew points in the mid-70s, and then north of the front, temperatures mainly holding in the 50s and 60s as you get closer to the coast. So pretty stark difference across the front there. I believe Houston got, close between 5 and 10 inches of rain, depending on where you are. Galveston, I believe, got upwards of 7 inches of rain. Obviously, that's causing some flash flooding issues there. Taking a look at radar, you can actually just see it very well. Just some heavier showers and thunderstorms. You get closer to the Gulf, Lake Charles, Beaumont, Galveston. Definitely seeing some of those heavier rain showers and thunderstorms. And as you move further north, across Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and into northern Louisiana, just a lot of widespread heavy stratiform rain, giving them some much needed moisture. They really do need the moisture, parts of the southeast, so this is something that's definitely good to see. This is the 0Z Lake Charles sounding, and this is what we call moist adiabatic profile. So what happens is when water vapor condenses, it releases what we call latent heat, or energy, and what that does is, in order to conserve energy, it warms the surrounding atmosphere. So air does not cool as quickly since it is being warmed due to the latent heat of condensation. But that's kind of just a side note, just a very deep, moist profile. You can also, there's also strong warm air advection. You can see that just by the winds are veering with height, or they're turning clockwise with height. And 1.94 inches of precipitable water, which is just remarkable for early December, even along the Gulf Coast. And this is a neat product from the Storm Prediction Center. This is Storm Prediction Center Sound and Climatology. And what this shows is it tells us the climatology behind certain parameters that SCUTs, or thermodynamic diagrams, give us. So if we look to, was it 0Z December 4th? Yeah, daily mean for Lake Charles precipitable water is 0.85 inches. We're 1.94, so we are well above where we should be. Daily max 1.73, so record-breaking moisture precipitable water across parts of the Gulf Coast today. So just remarkable. Closer to home, across Colorado, you can see along the Front Range, temperatures mainly holding in the 20s and 30s. Lyman, cooler spot. Already down to the 20s, Denver, I think that's 31 degrees, and it was a pretty average day for us here in northeastern Colorado. Got up to 42 at DIA. I believe our average is, pull up my climatology here, is 45 degrees for the 3rd, so yeah, a little bit below average, but overall fairly seasonal. But things will change after 2 more fairly nice and mild days, that is being tomorrow and Monday. And let me actually just pull up, let me get up the mid-level pattern here. This is 500 millbar geopotential height and anomalies from the 12Z GFS. I don't really want to wait until the 0Z GFS comes out, so we'll just stick with this. Yeah, you can see that closed low over parts of Mexico, and, oops, there we go. There's our analysis hour. There, right there. And you can see just pretty, fairly weak northwesterly flow aloft here over Colorado. And there's that ridging over the eastern part of the country. And as you can see, that trough continues to dig a little bit further south, and then it finally starts to lift off before some cooler air and a long wave trough starts to establish itself over the western part of the country, bringing us some very, very chilly air. In terms of snow, not terribly excited about our chances here in northeastern Colorado. I believe we will see some, but accumulations, it just doesn't look like our ideal setup here. You can see the northwesterly flow at 500 millibars. Typically, these northwesterly flow events are somewhat moisture starved. I'd want to see this dig off a little bit further to the south and east and close off over eastern Colorado, but that doesn't really seem to happen here. So again, we will have to watch this. It's still a couple of days out. Things can change very rapidly here, as we all know. But the thing that this trough will bring us is very, very cold air. By no means record-breaking. Go back to climatology here. Yeah, record lows, negative 13, negative 14. Will we get below zero? Maybe, probably in some spots, especially Tuesday, Wednesday night. But I don't think we're going to get that cold, luckily. But it will feel quite chilly, especially with what we have been experiencing, which isn't nowhere near this level of cold. So yeah, brace yourselves. Get prepared. It will be chilly out there, and let's just go to temperature anomalies, just 2-meter temperature anomalies, just to give us an idea of what we will be seeing. Let's back up here. So, okay. So, yeah, tomorrow Sunday, still fairly mild. Not really much going on across parts of northeastern Colorado, just fairly mild. Probably see highs around where we should be, so around 45 degrees. And then Monday will be another mild day ahead of the front. So you can see temperature anomalies 5-10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year across parts of northeastern Colorado. So enjoy it while it lasts. And then there's a front, which I'll talk about in just a second, that pushes through Monday night, and an even chillier shot of air behind that pushing through on Tuesday. But you can see, yeah, Wednesday, very, very chilly. Probably won't make it above freezing. Wednesday night, same sort of thing, just very, very cold air, sub-zero readings in some spots. And just to show you that front here, here's Monday. You can see these are just 2-meter temperature anomalies in the 12G GFS, and you can see that front start to push through sometime late Monday evening. And then you can see there's an even chillier shot of air behind that later Tuesday that pushes down from the north, and leaving us with some very, very unpleasant and cold air into Wednesday and Thursday, and then we start to warm things up by the weekend. But yeah, enjoy tomorrow and Monday. Try and get outside, try and get things done, because it will be cold Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and I don't like the cold. I mean, I can handle it, but I'm not the biggest fan. So anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope to do one of these next week, and have a good rest of your weekend.